Hey folks, JD here, and today we're looking at this. This is the Jingdatoys JD-20. Right, okay, let's open her up and see what we've got. Oh, right, so that's the plastic, that's the box removed. Now let's remove this plastic casing. Okay, and this is what we've got. So we've got our drone, we've got our transmitter, and we've got two little packets there, accessory bags. Okay, so let's move everything out of the way. Let's have a little look at this drone. So this, on first impressions, it looks a little bit like a DJI Spark. In its form, yeah, it does. It looks very much like a Spark. So, look at this. This is quite nice. A little camera to the front here, angle poise camera, so you can alter it. Yeah, there we go. A couple of little angles in between, normal, standard looking ahead or looking down. You can also have it to look directly up underneath the body of the quadcopter, or you can just angle it however much you want in between those angles as well. So white, this particular model, on and off button at the top. We've got a couple of air vents on the side there. On the underside we've got 4 rubberized landing sprigs which are moulded directly into the fuselage of the quadcopter itself. That looks quite nice. That looks, even though the rubber comes off, it'll just show you underneath that the plastic itself is just all moulded. That's quite nice. Now obviously that doesn't give you a great amount of ground clearance. If you have the ground, which is my hand, it doesn't give you a great amount of ground clearance at all. So I would pretty much say do not fly this on long grass, otherwise the long grass is going to get inside the motors and get inside the propellers, and you are going to have problems. So a couple of little air vents underneath here as well. Obviously you have the camera module here, which can be removed with these 2 screws here should you want to replace it, and also you have a little SD card reader inside there, or writer rather, so you can just whack in an SD card should you want to record directly off the transmitter. Obviously what I have done, or what I'm going to do, is I'm going to record directly onto my smartphone, so I'm not going to be putting an SD card in there at all. So if we come onto the back of the quad, we have our battery. Oh, okay, battery, quite a large modular affair. Micro USB charges, micro USB connected to charge. That's nice, I do like that. 3.7 volts, 800 milliamp hour coming in at about 2 hours, 2.5 hours to charge. That's not too bad. That should give you roughly 10 to 12 minutes of flight, and then once again it just clicks directly back in into the back of the quadcopter there, and we have a single light at the back there as well. So if I see how much, if we've got any battery, there we go. So the back light is red. We've got 2 green LEDs on the motors, 2 blue LEDs on the front motors, and obviously the on and off button glows white as well. Okay, so let's have a little look at the top. So what I'd recommend is, before you take this guy out, you open out the propellers like that, just to ensure that when the motors start up, the propellers flail around correctly. If you leave them closed like this, you do run the risk of the propellers not opening up properly. I have seen that happen. I've had that happen to myself, not with this particular model but with another. So this is the drone. It's quite nice. I quite like it. It's quite light. It seems well balanced. It doesn't seem as if there's more weight to the front than there is to the back. Yeah, I quite like it. And then when you fold it up as well, you do get quite a nice sized little drone. Look at that. And it does quite honestly fit in your hand. So a couple of features about this quadcopter. Obviously it has a camera in the front, so that does allow video relaying back to a smartphone app. The camera itself is 2 megapixels in HD. Hopefully this is going to be quite good. Obviously we'll see when we take it out in the next few days how this particular camera holds out, as well as altitude hold, return to home, as well as headless mode as well, so that's quite good. And if you are using the app, then you have automatic takeoff and automatic landing as well. 2 little features that I do actually love to bits. Alright, so we've had a little look at the quad. Let's put that to one side. Let's look at this transmitter. So as this quadcopter is styled, I think, on the DJI Spark, the transmitter as well is very DJI-esque. Looks quite nice. We have a couple of buttons across the top. We have return to home, headless mode. You've got left and right trim, as well as trim for forwards and backward motions as well. Now there are a couple of buttons on the top. So starting off, we have 3D roll and emergency stop. There is also speed key as well, so increase your speed through the different speed modes, as well as take video and shoot video and take photo. So that's quite nice. Obviously if you do take video video from here, just to let you know you do have to have an SD card in here. You don't if you're recording it directly on your smartphone. Your smartphone fits just inside there, so your smartphone would just be fitting quite snugly inside there. We have a little on and off button down the front. There's a little status LED inside here as well. That's the front of the transmitter. How about the back? Well, the back, you obviously have to have a little screwdriver there just to undo this little screw here. So I'm going to use the screwdriver that is actually included with the package. Sorry about the hands, folks. Excuse the hands. So once we get this open, we will see that the type of batteries needed are... So three AA batteries are needed. This transmitter does not allow USB charging, so you are going to have to ensure the batteries that you put in are fully charged and working. Alright, so that is the transmitter. That looks quite nice as well, so let's put that to one side. Now let's have a little look at the two accessory bags that came with this particular quadcopter. So we have, obviously, inside the one accessory bag, we have a screwdriver, we have 2 spare propellers, and we also have a micro USB cable there for charging the battery. Let's just put that screwdriver back in. And in the second accessory bag we have 4 propeller guards, which just fit quite nicely onto the propellers into these 2 holes either side here. So there is also one other thing I'm forgetting, and that is the manual. So inside here you do get, around the back, you get the product item and name. You also get inside how to take care of your quadcopter, how to start it up, how to install the battery, how to charge the battery, as well as what all the buttons on the transmitter do, as well as the directional movements of the transmitter, how they relate to your quadcopter. And then on the last couple of pages, how to use the application and how to get the application installed on your smart device, as well as a couple of troubleshooting steps as well inside this grid here. So there we go. So in this package you get the manual, you get 2 accessory bags, you get the quadcopter, and you also get the transmitter as well. So there we are, folks. Thanks ever so much for watching and listening. I've been JD, you've been fantastic as always. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Hello and welcome to all the new subscribers. I hope you're enjoying the channel. So until next time, my friends, happy flying.